Hey Chiefs Kingdom, Harrison Graham here. Hit that big red button and subscribe if you haven't already. If you love the Chiefs, this is the channel for you. More news, rumors, weekly mailbags, draft, free agency coverage. If anything major happens, we're going to cover it here on this channel. So go ahead and subscribe today and share that link with a friend. It's youtube.com/ChiefsTV. Welcome into the Chiefs Report. I am your host, Harrison Graham, back with some more Chiefs rumors and news. How about this idea proposed from Fansided about the idea of signing KJ Wright, the free agent linebacker that spent the last several years with the Seattle Seahawks? Fansided put this idea out there, and I think it's a pretty interesting one, especially considering Kansas City did just recently lose Damien Wilson to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Linebacker was already a bit of a need. Now it's an even bigger need as you lose a starter in free agency. And you kind of start thinking ahead of, man, you get KJ Wright in here, then you've got him with Anthony Hitchens, who isn't great at this point, but he's a veteran presence, and Willie Gay Jr. in his second year. You can get him more into the fold as well. I like this idea a lot of KJ Wright to Kansas City. I think it would be a home run fit, and I think it makes a lot of sense if Kansas City could make it happen. It doesn't seem like KJ Wright will be heading back to Seattle, but we'll just have to wait and see. This is a player that has been largely overlooked during his time with the Seahawks because he's been playing next to one Bobby Wagner, but very productive. Last year, he was really good. 86 tackles, 11 TFLs, had a couple of sacks, 10 pass breakups, a player that not only can play close to the line of scrimmage, but can get it done in pass coverage as well. I've always liked KJ Wright. The Chiefs could use a linebacker. I think this is an idea that makes a lot of sense for Kansas City. So should the Chiefs sign KJ Wright? I want you to type a Y if you think that yes, they should. Type in if you don't think they should. Go ahead and get your votes in on this one. Should the Kansas City Chiefs sign linebacker KJ Wright in free agency? And if you're asking me, my vote is yes, but whoever it is and whatever they do at linebacker, I would prefer to get that part of this roster done in free agency, whether it's KJ Wright or another veteran. I want more draft flexibility come later this month, once the draft is here on April 29th. You've got Anthony Hitchens. You've got Willie Gay Jr. Ben Neiman's back on a one-year deal. You get KJ Wright in here, I think you're pretty set at linebacker, honestly. It's not a position that needs to be one of your top positions because, A, the Chiefs run a lot of nickel, and B, linebacker just is what it is at this point in the NFL. You don't need to have top-tier linebackers to have a good defense. The Chiefs have a good defensive line. I think they are positioned to have a good secondary if they get another corner, and I think they'll be just fine. If you get KJ Wright, I feel really good about this linebacking unit. And hey, he went to Mississippi State. Guess who else went there? Willie Gay Jr., who's a young, developing player. That could be a good partnership there as well. Today's show presented by BetUS. Go to chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Use our promo code Chiefs125 to get that 125% deposit bonus. And if you are a new customer, here's what you need to do. Follow those steps, chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Use our promo code. And place a bet on the national championship game tonight. Once you do so, email us, chiefs@chatsports.com to redeem. We'll hook you guys up with a brand new Chiefs jersey. We'll get your info, get your size, your address, and we'll send you guys a new Chiefs jersey ASAP. So go ahead and do that if you are a new BetUS customer. And hey, I think there's money to be made. I love Gonzaga -4.5 tonight. I also like the under, 159.5. That's roughly 80 points each. I know Gonzaga, UCLA was high scoring. I know Baylor's been scoring a lot. You see teams come out a little bit nervous in national championship games. I think this game will be played in the 70s. I like the under, and I love Gonzaga at -4.5. So make some money. Get a new Chiefs jersey if you are a new customer. Chatsports.com/ChiefsBet. Promo code Chiefs125. We'll start Patrick Mahomes here on the Chiefs Report by Chat Sports. He was seen in a walking boot on Easter Sunday as his wife Brittany posted on Instagram. Just posted the typical Easter photo there, and everybody on social media freaked out due to that fact of Patrick Mahomes being in a walking boot. And guys, pump the brakes, relax. This is not some new development for Patrick Mahomes, okay? This is not something that is, coming out of left field. You see all these people on Twitter, oh my God, he's wearing a walking boot on his foot. We know that. He had surgery on February 12th. There's been multiple other photos of him in a walking boot. It's not like he's been keeping it a secret. He's only 6 weeks removed from surgery, and everybody saw this and just freaked out. It's fine. They said it'd be about a 3-month recovery, maybe 4, and we're 6 to 7 weeks into this thing. He's probably going to be wearing this boot up through mid and into late May, and that's not a big deal because training camp isn't into July or August, and that's really all you need Patrick Mahomes for this offseason. We already knew this. This isn't new information, guys. Patrick Mahomes had a major turf toe problem. He got surgery on it. The surgery went well, and by all accounts, Patrick Mahomes is going to be ready for the important stuff this offseason. Maybe, mini camps are a no-go for him, but he's not needed for those. He's a veteran at this point, and he's going to be just fine. Once training camp is here, I have no concerns. Are you worried about the Mahomes foot injury? 1 for yes, type 2 for no. Go ahead and get your votes in on this one. Again, I'm typing my 2 for no. I'm not concerned about the status of Patrick Mahomes' foot. I'm just not concerned about it. I don't think it's a big deal whatsoever. And guess what? Patrick Mahomes is letting you know it's not a big deal because Pat McAfee tweeted out, happy Easter to you and yours. Oh, by the way, how's the foot? And he said, LOL, yeah, it's all good. No issues there. I'm not concerned. Mahomes isn't concerned. He's on schedule. Guys, it's April. Nothing really matters for veteran NFL players until, I'll say, mid-late July, because that's when training camp ramps up, and I think he'll be ready before then. So I don't have any major concerns. Patrick Mahomes doesn't have any major concerns. So for those of you out there who are concerned, don't be, because it's going to be just fine. Is this New Jersey rule number change passing? That was probably a poor introduction, but let's just explain what's happened here. The Kansas City Chiefs proposed a rule that would allow players, all players except for offensive and defensive line, to wear single-digit numbers if they choose to do so. And the report is this rule is expected to pass. Now, as of now, only quarterbacks, kickers, and punters can wear single-digit numbers. That's been the case for several years now. But I always thought it was a weird rule that why can't a wide receiver wear number 5 if he wants to? The infamous one for years was Reggie Bush wore number 5 at USC, and he couldn't do that in the NFL. Well, now if this rule passes, they will be able to do so. And Albert Breer basically said that Brett Veach really pushed for this because the Chiefs retired numbers and expanded practice squads. Remember, 6 extra players in the practice squad last year led to the Chiefs running out of numbers at one point last season, and that's just one of many reasons why this is a no-brainer. Number one, who cares if a wide receiver wants to wear number 6 instead of number 16 or 86? Not a big deal at the end of the day. And two, to Breer's point, if you're a team that has a rich history and has a lot of player numbers retired, you're going to run out of numbers at some point. So I think more flexibility makes sense. Now, obviously, a big reason why there's been some restrictions is, to help broadcasters out, play-by-play guys who are like, okay, if I see at 80-something, I know that's going to be a receiver or a tight end. But it's not a big change. It's just adding 9 more numbers to the mix for skill position players, all players except for offensive and defensive line. You won't see, an offensive lineman like a Lucas Niang wear number 7 or something like that. But I think this makes sense. I think it'll be fun. You'll see college players be able to wear the same number once they enter the NFL. What is your favorite number? It can be for jersey or just in general. Maybe you have a lucky number. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Favorite number? And yes, if you type 69, that is an acceptable answer. We'll see you next time.